What's good, y'all? DJ Kast One, New York City, Heavy Hitters Hot 97. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Born to Dominican parents, both from Dominican Republic, came out here to New York City. My introduction to hip hop, believe it or not, was my mom. She didn't really know what it was. She just knew that everybody liked it. And she bought me a Run DMC cassette, like the whole, like the tape, the cassette. I used to live on 1889 Cedric Avenue, which is the building right next door to Cedar Park. I could go out to my terrace and look at Cedar Park. So all the Bronx DJs would be there, like it was Super Sam, Crazy Sam would be out there, Cool Herc would be out there. But at the time, I didn't know who these people were. As I got older, I got to go down there and see what everything was about. And I kind of was like, all right, that's pretty cool, man. I want to try that. That's what I want to do. I used to listen to the radio a lot. I used to listen to Kid Capri was on BLS back then. Red Alert was on Kiss FM. Funk Master Flex on Hot 97. I would listen to these dudes, and of course also the mixtapes. Listen to like doo-wop and now doo-wop was a big influence, man. DJ Rage, Double R, Jibo the Pro. All these guys had these crazy mixtapes. So I had one turntable and one mixer that I got from my uncle. And I would sit there in a tape deck. I would play a song on the tape deck, and I would sit there with the record and try to like scratch. I hooked up my equipment all messed up backwards, so I still DJ backwards because of that. My first big event was house parties. We would throw these, find an abandoned apartment, make a flyer, and throw these house parties, man. So when I first came around, Heavy Hitters wasn't really Heavy Hitters yet. It was like, all right, this is a long story, man. You sure you want to get into this?
Well, make it brief.
All right, here's how it started. My introduction to Heavy Hitters was because of L Boogs. Me and L Boogs were in college together. We were roommates at the time. So L Boogs would always tell me, yo, man, come along, because Enough needs an opening DJ, need somebody to help him out, carry the crates, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't got time for that. Who wants to be a DJ anyway? Like, I was like, I'm a DJ, but ain't no real money in DJ. I'm on my school thing, right? Long story short, one night Enough comes to Hofstra to do a party at Hofstra in Long Island, and so L Boogs brings me over. He's like, hey, E, this is the guy I was telling you about, man. It's my roommate. He's a good DJ, whatever. He was like, word? Okay. Yo, you should get on the turntables right now. So I get on the turntables, and in my head, I'm going in. I still remember the song. It was like Fat Man School Be Faithful. I'm like, beasting, right? So then I get off, and Enough goes, yeah, he's all right. I'm like, oh, that's it? Okay. That night, something happened where a dude that was the DJ did something that he wasn't supposed to do. I don't know, he crashed the car or something. So the next day, Enough calls Lil Boogs, like, yo, tell your man to come around. I'm gonna need him here tomorrow. I was like, all right, fine. I'll just go hang out, see what happens. Because at this time, I was like not even in it like that. He's like, yeah, Kast One's on probation to be a heavy hitter. Probation, that's how they did me. But a month later, he was like, nah, you know what, Kast One, you're a heavy hitter. That's how I got down. You can see from other examples from guys that have done it before and are continuously still doing it. As far as the DJ, being a DJ, you're never really done, you know? There's always something to rock, there's always something to do. But besides that, I also got other entrepreneurial goals that I'm trying to get accomplished. Also, I'm trying to see the world before the lights go out. So I do a lot of traveling, a lot of DJing in different countries.
Is that your favorite thing, traveling?
Oh, I love it. Traveling is the shit, man. You go to it's like a challenge to me when you go to a different country where they don't even speak English, and you got to try to figure out what's gonna work, what's gonna rock, and what's not gonna happen. How are you gonna get out of that quick?
What's your method in finding out what's hot internationally?
Well, you know what? It's also not so much what's hot, it's how you present it. It's what it is, cause.
But they gotta be a hot record.
Yeah, I mean, but the record, like.
How do you find out what that hot record is?
Trial and error, man. I'm not gonna tell you my secrets. Every DJ has the same music. It's about how you present it. That's it. Like, bottom line. Like, so what makes another DJ better than another DJ? It's not the music. Right? The first time I ever got on radio, ever got on radio, well, I want to say real radio because I was on college radio, but real radio, like Hot 97 was, Enough was doing the midnight run. Enough goes, yo, Kast, I gotta go to the bathroom, I'll be right back. Play one record. So I get on the turn, my hands are doing this. I'm like, So I play a record. I start getting a little bit comfortable and I'm playing whatever. So it's been like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm like, yo, where is this guy? I turn around. Enough is sitting in the studio with his feet up, snoring. But that was my first unofficial radio appearance. But my first official radio was Hot 97 Mix Show Weekends. So they started doing these Mix Show Weekends and they started putting DJs on. And I happened to be one of the DJs they put on. And that went from that to taking it to the streets, which was like a weekend overnight show. And it went from then on and on and on and on and on. One of my favorite things to do is travel. I've been so many places, like just to go. Besides the DJing, because I go to places to DJ too, but just to travel. Like this year I went to Africa. As far as DJing, Malaysia at least once a year, Singapore at least once a year. We do Australia, we do Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, Europe. Of course, all the Caribbean islands, here in the United States, travel all over the place. So that's my thing, man. Just getting out here and seeing the world, and rocking out there on the world, you know what I mean?